no structure, yet Obi is spreading like wildfire. 2023 presidential election is proving to be an exciting game. Nigerians have suddenly realized that power can change hands from the current desperate and restrictive government which have delivered nothing but woes to the people. This spread of Obi everywhere is creating tension, I'm sure, even among all the other political parties. It has never happened like this before in the history of Nigeria. Youth came out massively to get PVC for the sake of one man. Nigerians took away tribe, religion, and ethnicity and came out to project one man. Individuals voluntarily making huge donations in cash and property just to support one man. All youth across Nigeria speak with one voice and keep calling one man across every divide. The people gave their support to a candidate in a party that was termed NGO. Many Nigerians running massive political campaign for one man without being paid a kobo. God, this is massive. Well, prior to now, the nation was lost and had an overwhelming apathy when it comes to voting for political office holder for a variety of reasons, including their ballots are not being counted and a lack of alternatives to the arrays of political and electoral office holders presented by the main political parties. It may interest you to know that the number of registered voters who show up to vote is far less than the actual number of registered voters. For example, in 2019, Lagos had 6.5 million registered voters, but on voting day, only 1.1 showed up and were accredited to vote, with a total valid vote of 1,089,000, indicating that the people who stayed home and refused to vote are far greater. This applies to all states. The only exception is in the north. A somewhat higher proportion of registered voters show up to vote on election day than in the south. If properly annexed, the difference in vote between the north and the south is minimal. A deeper breakdown of this data shows that those who normally turn out to vote are party members, with their structure accounting for 60% of the voters, while the remaining 40% are people who went out to vote out of conscience and are not affiliated with any political or under any influence. So in the case of Lagos State, the people who can make a difference are nearly 4 million voters who failed to show up on election day because they were afraid their vote would not count. Nigerians, despite wasting their time on a process they feel does not matter. However, after the emergence of Obi as the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Nigerians have begun to see that true change is possible. They see a man who is ordinary like them, who boards public transportation, interacts with the people, and has massive idea on how to move the country ahead. It is now established that the high rate of new registered voters is due to the necessity for young people and well-meaning Nigerians to engage in the political process. If these enthusiastic fans are added to the over 60% of registered voters who have always declined to vote, it is clear that a personality like Obi is capable of defeating an aged Tinubu and Atiku and becoming the next president. A man stepped into the PDP secretariat in Abuja recently, and the staff and the people began yelling, Obi, 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 Obi. These individuals were not seduced by money and were members of the opposition party. Obi is now the people's structure. Those who advocate no structure are living in the past. Their goal is to make it appear as if your votes don't count, and there's no reason to believe that a progressive like Obi can ever be president. Obi's presidential campaign is based on a street plan that works like a cell network system, including door-to-door efforts similar to those used by missionaries in the past. They are forging on with the medical outreach to individuals in the hinterland who have no idea what medication is, and they are reaching out to people in communities where education is a luxury. I hope this will continue and it will continue to spread, because this is like a tsunami. It is now Obi tsunami, Obi typhoon, Obi hurricane, Obi quake. Everywhere is shaking because of one man, Peter Obi. The cell network can be extremely effective, especially in these days of social media, because of the discontent and rage directed at the two major parties. The Labour Party has emerged as a strong alternative to the APC and the PDP. They say he has no structure, but states in the north, like Taraba, is rapidly falling flat for Peter Obi, with hundreds of youth movements launching campaign in support of Obi. Take a look at the Taraba outreach program that these young people are putting on, fearing that the Labour Party may seize power at the center. The APC and PDP have adopted a new mantra: no structure. That is story. They will be surprised when this hurricane will sweep them away. Their campaign aims to deter supporters of Peter Obi from continuing to spread this message of optimism and renewal. There are all might that Peter Obi has no structure. I am delighted that those who belong and own the future have awakened to reclaim what is properly theirs. Obi is now a movement, and the people are obedient. All we need to do now is to vote in large numbers, because true change has arrived, and this change will bring a new rebirth for our nation. To be welcomed back to the Committee of Nations, where things are working, where education is going on well, the economy becomes buoyant, and people are comfortable instead of jackpine, running away from the country. People have confidence, they believe in their nation, that things will begin to work. And I am sure this spread, and this wildfire that is moving up and down, especially among the youth, should go beyond the social media and translate to vote on election date, because that is what matters. It is the vote that will count at the end of the day. This tsunami will tsunami Nigeria to a better place. Well, what is your opinion about this? Kindly make it known and support and subscribe to my page. Thank you, good day, and God bless.